And we're back in the Valley. Hip hop hooray ho. As things are lively here at the Valley. How was your half-time break, Ben?
Very pleasant, actually. Had a little rest from proceedings.
Super.
Few sweets, a little sip of water. Little chat with Mr. Hardiman from the John Medeski Academy. Little WhatsApp conversation with Danny Carter. And now we're back.
And a drop-in from performance coach Dave Chipmus.
Yes, indeed. And that was the highlight of the half-time interval, I must tell you.
He did in no way say nice things about him and mention him 10 times on the stream. He didn't say that.
Yes. Well, no, he did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to reveal that's what he did. But I will say one nice thing about him. It is fantastic to have him around and back, genuinely, and he's really helping the program. So, Coach T, big shout out to you. Thank you very much for all you do. That's my seriousness out the way.
Good. Should we get back to proceedings?
Yes.
So, as we say, if you're joining us, 49-46. Rockets leading this one by 3. Great first half, very close. A couple of runs from each team. May well need your connectivity again at some point, Fish, for live stats. It's disappeared for me. Disappeared.
Of course it has. We just started out, so why wouldn't it?
Here's Wilkinson. Tipped away by Champion. Just getting back up and running on the connection. That's Una.
Yeah, and there we are.
And we're back. Here's Wilkinson, backdoor to Seri, who goes inside for the 2. Great finish from Jamari Seri.
Yeah,
who's looked good.
Nice backdoor cut there from the Lions.
Seri, another one of those good-sized wings. Can do a bit of everything. Here's Jenkins, who was in foul trouble in the first half. Comes straight back with a long 2.
Yeah, but they missed Dixon inside on the baseline cut, but Jemiah Jenkins getting his scoring going early in this second half.
Seri tries to go to Una. It's thrown ahead by Porter. Who's going to come up with it? It's Una, who flies and gets it. And has he got a foul out of that as well? Oh, he has. Big play. One you like to see as a coach. The dive on the floor.
Yes, yeah, Ben Dixon got charged with that one. And I think it's always one to have a look at, isn't it? You just steal the ball, you want to play in transition, but you end up throwing it away. It's a tough play.
Cracknell stuck on the baseline, just about gets it to Porter, and Rockets fire ahead to Champion on that left wing. Goes screen and roll with Porter. It's the lift from Cracknell. He's wide open and makes the 3 from Troy Cracknell.
He is a bucket getter. Great job from the Rockets shooting guard.
Just trying to find our live stream again. Where's it gone? I'll try and hunt down this live stream so I can get into the comment section where I like to be.
Absolutely. Lewis Champion was charged with a foul on the drive there. 2 shots to come.
Bit of dialogue here. James Veer and the officials.
Yeah, the clock didn't stop when the whistle went, so I imagine they'll pop a bit of time back on. It says 8 minutes and 6 currently, but I think that will go back up.
What's your guess?
8:16 I'm going for.
I'll tell you what.
I just added 10 seconds, it wasn't anything mathematical.
The science behind the game.
Absolutely.
That was great. Thanks for that.
I am definitely not the Einstein of basketball, that's for sure.
Harry Godwin on the line for BA London Lions. Makes a pair. 50 plays 54. 8 to go in the third quarter. Rockets leading this one. Crowd gains this one as Porter high steps his way to the rim with a right-handed flush.
Yeah, great job from Finn Porter. Started this second half. Got a couple of blocks in the game as well, doing some good things.
Been pretty impactful as the young man. A couple of big plays, always good for the crowd.
Indeed.
Seri, this is Force that goes to the spin against Jenkins, and travel is called. He was livid that he thought he might get called for the foul.
Yeah, but what I do really like about the London Lions backcourt is they're very aggressive, really quick, use the pick and roll pretty well. Maybe just a bit overzealous sometimes, but it's what's keeping them in this ball game, that's for sure.
There's the nice flare action from Reading, then into the screen and roll with Dixon. Jenkins will find Cracknell in that low block, gets the first step, and he should get an easy 2 there.
And you know what? I'm a big fan of posting up guards that have maybe a size or quickness advantage, and I think it's a really good play from the Rockets.
Yeah, excellent execution there. As we did chat with Coach Titmus at half-time about not being rushed and being able to execute a bit better in the half court, and it's a better start here from Reading to that regard.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like they've come out of the half-time break the better of the two teams. Coach Veer a little bit unhappy with a couple of things he's seeing so far. He's making a couple of changes. But it'll be interesting to see now if Rockets can get to that double-digit lead and push on from there.
58-50, 7 to go in this third quarter. It's Porter goes handoff with Dixon, then into the screen roll with Cracknell, and it's Champion who's fouled on 3, and it'll be an early timeout here in this second half for Coach James Veer and the BA London Lions. Coach Nurizadeh still been chatting a few things through as he was ahead of the timeout. See him taking a pacing around and just making sure he's getting his Rockets guys in order. James Veer a little bit more animated in front of us. Certainly had a lot to say about the defensive effort this end.
Yeah, absolutely, and just challenging one of his guys on defending a certain action and not really recognising what was happening. So he's talking, just having a listen and talking it over with the team just about some of the things that they need to do defensively against the Rockets moving forward.
Being some discussion led by Kemuna here too. Great to see this bit of a player-led approach in front of us.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think it shows it's a testament to the young players that they're really competitive, but they want to help each other and they want to try and find success together. And I'm a big believer in that, and I think that's great from this young outfit.
Quick chat with James Veer at the half. Didn't have a long time to chat, but still saying still quite a young group, only has a couple of under 19s, so should be strong at 18s this year and be strong at 18s next year. Said the main goal is survive this year, get through it, survive the league, and see where they go from here. But scary thought, think they've got a young group that's competing as well as this.
Absolutely, and yeah, they're definitely going to be a team to watch out for in the next coming season, that's for sure.
Champion gets the roll on the first. Shooting 3 here. He gets his second. I think that brings up the double-digit lead you were talking about, Fish. Three for 3. Rockets by 11.
Yep, nice work from Lewis Champion there.
Stokic going left to the pull-up. Looked pretty good.
Yeah, I was just going to say, really nice move, in fact.
Handy skill set to have. For his size, good to see. Jordan Jackson back in, who, sorry to cut you off, Fish, had a quieter first half because of foul trouble. Should go to this righty hook that he likes.
Yeah, just struggled on that one, but, you know, the Rockets going through the post, which is good.
Amaco front rims the corner 3. This is Jenkins. Pulls up over Amaco, and he's fouled again, and that's another perimeter foul on a jump shoot. It must be the second or third. We certainly had one in front of us a minute ago, but maybe the third or fourth we've seen actually from the London Lions.
Yeah, tough one, and I think Coach Veer is just saying, look, you know, when he shoots, he's jumping quite high and quite far forward,
which is true of Jemar Jenkins.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a tricky call, that one. I think it's the call is right if he goes underneath him, but I think that yeah, he's kind of got a point. Nevertheless, 3 shots again, Mark, and you know this could extend the lead to 14.
I was just checking Fish's maths. It's not really his maths I'm checking, it's the fact that I can't see the scoreboard.
Yes, we are in the restricted view seating here. Loddon Valley and Loftus Road having something in common.
Jenkins makes one of his first 2. Gets one more for the foul on 3. And makes 2 out of 3. Lead extends to 13. Danchi back in the game for Amaco.
Yeah, you definitely feel the Lions have got a run in them, and that is whether the Rockets can do a good job just containing that and not letting it go past 6.
Huge block from Troy Cracknell.
He enjoyed that one as well.
He did. He saw it coming. Timed that one. Good defensive effort from Troy Cracknell.
Did you ever block anybody like that in your time playing?
Yeah, Matt Guyman under 15s.
Oh, right, of course.
Got on VHS somewhere. I always threatened to bring it out on the live streams when Guyman was coaching. To be fair, Solo were beating us by about 40 at the time.
Ah.
So it wasn't as impressive as most people think. And looking back, it probably wasn't that good. It's in the Hailwood archive somewhere.
Yes, gathering dust.
Yep. Kolovinskas mismatched with Jemai Jenkins. Another foul on Jemai. Akinsiku back into the game for B8. Godwin out.
Coach Nurazade very animated with that one. I think that's one of the kind of cheapies that the Rockets gave away there, just because they didn't defend the action quite how he wanted them to.
Yeah, I don't know if they just weren't aware of the ball coming in, but Jahmai Jenkins had just then fouled, didn't really defend. I think that's going to infuriate him from many angles. Here's Isaac Round to Champion, who just about keeps it in bounds. Cracknell through to Pinnock. Screen with Pinnock. Jordan Jackson now with the screen roll. Champion to the pull-up instead. Doesn't get it to go, and Jackson should come up with it. Doesn't, just tipped around, and Danchi fires ahead cross-court to Forster. He'll go step back. Looks a bit long from our perspective, and that's Jordan Jackson skying for that one. Here's Pinnock full speed. As you say, this is where he's good, Fish. That one goes the other way. It has to be a call of some description.
Yeah, you think so, because it's either a charge or it's got to be a block, because it's affected the play. It's affected the offensive player. So, yeah, interesting no call.
Stays with the Rockets on the baseline. Here's Round into the hands of Reese Pinnock. Probing. It's Round who lifts that one off right. Cracknell's going to just about get that one. He's helped out by his rebounding mate Jordan Jackson. Jackson with a mismatch. They'll go double that one. Jackson tries to skip it out. It's just bobbled around and ends up in the hands of Stokic. He's then fouled by Isaac Round, but I think that puts him in the penalty, so doesn't get them where they wanted.
Yeah, and that's probably, time, score, foul situation that Isaac Round needs to just be aware of. The right foul if you've got fouls to give, but at the wrong time with the Rockets now in the penalty.
100% agree. That's why they pay you the big bucks, mate.
They pay me no bucks. Just to watch the Milwaukee Bucks.
And to think we get all this for free.
Absolutely.
Stokic 1 for 2 from the line. 53-63. Rockets leading by 10. We're under the halfway mark in this third quarter. Going back to the zone is BA. Jackson hesitates underneath but gets hit on the head, and he'll get to shoot for 2.
What I actually liked about that offense was just the composure of the Rockets, and I'm a big fan of when you see a zone is not to panic, and they went straight to the spots they needed to. They tried to get the ball to the high post. They found the inside to Jordan Jackson. Really balanced offense to start with.
Jackson misses first.
Yeah, he's got to finish that one, I think.
And makes the second. Rockets extending their pressure. Pinnock will get a hand on that. Oh, and he's called for a foul, and that will be very close.
Tough, those ones, aren't they? Making a competitive play for the ball. Probably by the letter of the law it is.
There's a little bit of contact, and it's a little bit with his other arm, wasn't it? It's the off arm that kind of gets him into the play. Tough one, though. Danchi to the line. And makes the first.
Yep, Coach T is still awake, which is good news. He will hate me for saying that.
Amazing.
I'll be getting a message.
That's at your own risk. Danchi makes 2. Staying in that zone, 2-3 from BA. Dixon looking high post. Better work here from the London Lions, who the bottom guys extend. Pinnock gets the drive inside. Bit of contact, nothing doing. Picked up by Dixon, and it's a pretty jump shot on that baseline.
Looked like a bit of a one-legger from Dixon there. Just sort of came to him unexpectedly, but he delivered.
High skill level shot from Ben Dixon. Danchi inside, and there's a foul on the floor. It's taken a long time this quarter because of this, both teams being in the penalty.
Yeah, and I think, we've got quite a lot of fast guards on the floor as well. Both teams attacking the rim quite positively, so unsurprising.
Who was that picking up their 4th foul?
Well, it was called on Lewis Champion, so I believe it was him, and I believe we'll see him come out of the game now.
Surprised that Champion's got 4, but not been easy with the foul situation. It will be Lewis Champion's 4th. Here's Round. Champion still in the game at the minute. Who was that?
Reece Pinnock for 3.
Wow. My restricted view seating, couldn't see that one either.
Yeah, no, good to see him getting going from 3. Dixon really fighting inside.
Danchi to the 1 dribble pull up. Gets the soft roll to stay in. Rockets by 11. 69-58, 3:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. Champion driving left, comes to the step back rims that one. Long rebound to go to Tiger Forster, and it's stolen away by Isaac Round, who with the heady play lobs ahead to Champion with the easy left-handed layup. Good play from Isaac Round in transition. Koleminskas, who's the hot hand for BA in the first half. That's Isaac Round on the rotation. It's better defensively from the young man.
Yeah, and I think what you'll see is a lot of the time the Rockets front in the post due to size issues, and Isaac Round really good on the backside help there, and as he checks out the game, he's put in some really good minutes, I think, for him. Pistol Pete Walker's come into the game.
Pistol Pete, heard some good things about him from the D3 game.
But not that.
But not getting lost straight away. Welcome to the game, young man.
Yes. Yeah, Pete Walker's been excellent for the Rockets Division 3 team.
Walker on that baseline run. First touch. Here's Pistol Pete on the lift. He would have been wide open. Goes inside. Akinsika with the rebound. Koleminskas avoids Ben Dixon, gets himself inside, and the nice right-handed finish. Very impressive this game so far. Had a really nice outing as the number 6 for the BA London Lions. Finn Porter stuck on the baseline, just shovels it off a BA London Lions player. Stays with Rockets on the baseline, 9 on the shot clock.
Yeah, Porter was trying to make something happen there, but there was not a lot of space. May have been a little bit better just to pitch the ball out and chase the ball screen.
Inside to Cracknell. Zach Powell now on the perimeter. He'll dial his own number. Contested jump shot, nothing doing. Here's Wilkinson on the run out for BA. Finds Stokic down the lane, nothing there, but tips up his own board and gets it to go. And BA just hanging around here.
Yeah, 7-point game, and we said about the Rockets wouldn't want anything more than 6. I'd definitely be posting Cracknell up here.
Pete Walker was wide open on the switch, but Rockets couldn't find him. Dixon with Porter on the perimeter. Must be down in the shot clock.
It is.
Pistol Pete fires one up, gets rim. But nothing there, and that'll be Wilkinson all the way down the lane, and then they're within 5.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tough period of the game for the Rockets.
Cracknell to the pull-up, and that's a massive, massive shot from Troy Cracknell as the momentum was swinging the BA London Lions' way.
Absolutely, but Coach Veer rightly saying, why are we going under that particular screen? And Cracknell just recognises and cashes the 3-ball.
There's a whistle on. Didn't see who that was on. 32.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think it was on the rebound, so it would be 2 shots to the Rockets.
Tomide Akinsiku called for the foul on the rebound. Couldn't even hear the whistle very well with my headset then. Didn't really know what happened. Just saw everybody stop and thought something's happened. Couldn't hear it though.
Indeed.
Again, quick conversation, not quite sure why. 29 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
I think it's about that London Lions don't feel that the foul was committed on Troy Cracknell. So it is corrected. Finley Porter goes to the line, but I actually thought it was. I'll just quietly say it. I thought it was a technical foul if you sent the wrong person to the foul line.
Purely accidental.
Maybe.
Finn Porter with the make. And another. So the ploy to put Cracknell on the line works anyway, as Finn Porter strokes him.
Absolutely. And as I say, I think I really do feel he's had a good game.
Yeah, agree. Kicked ahead, looking for 2 for 1. They won't get it. Slowed down this time.
Yeah, good peel switch there by the Rockets.
Wilkinson, great jab inside with the right-hander, and Akinsiku tries to pull it, and it's last off his hands, out for a Reading Rockets ball. 13.9 to go in this third quarter. Rockets leading 76-66. Jeremiah Jenkins back in the game. Pick and roll, early 3. Nothing doing. 3 seconds left. They'll get a chance for a heave. It's Kolumbinskis way short on the 60-footer. And Rockets just about weather the storm. Go into the fourth with a 10-point lead. And it looked a little bit hairy there towards the end of the third. But Rockets done a good job to, as I say, weather the storm.
Yes, definitely. I think, I think the London Lions are definitely not out of this game. I think they didn't panic when they got to sort of 13-14 down. Put a bit of a 6-7-0 run together. But as you say, Mark, Rockets kind of just curtailing that and making some good plays down the stretch. Good rotations by Coach Nurizade, I think, subbing at the right time, the right personnel. But we are in for a really exciting fourth quarter, and it remains quite a high-scoring game.
Thank you to everybody joining us today, whether you're watching live or you're watching it on replay, which you can do on the Basketball England YouTube channel.
Absolutely.
Watch it to your heart's content.
Yeah, and you won't be charged.
And either watch it
if it's on +1.
Either watch it for the basketball or simply to listen to you and I.
Yes, I would recommend watching for the basketball.
Fair enough. So going into the fourth, 76-66, Rockets leading this one. As I say, bottom of the NBL Division 1 clash. The 1-6 London Lions versus the 1-5 Rockets of Reading. And all the wins down this end are needed, aren't they? It's important.
Absolutely. And I think for the Rockets, they had played 4 of the top 5 in those losses. So they had a really, really tough start to their NBL Division 1 campaign. But as I say, a win last weekend against Bradford, and I think a win today will see the Rockets kind of begin to steadily climb up the Division 1 table.
Rockets will get us going in this fourth. Jenkins, Powell, Pinnock, Cracknell, Jackson. Little lob over the top of the zone. Here's Zach Powell. Here's Jordan Jackson. Down low.
Yeah.
Travel called.
That is the right call as well.
Bit of sliding foot action.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard that expression before, but I absolutely love it.
You can tell I'm a complete basketball head.
Yeah. Nerd.
Huge. Stokic again has got a lot in the bag. Hasn't finished a couple of tricky finishes, but certainly has a high skill level. Jeremiah Jenkins trying to kick it out to Powell as he pushed the tempo and flattened the defense. Here is Powell with Jordan Jackson trying to find Pinnock. Kolovinskis going the other way. Here's Danchi, step through, left-handed finish. Stokic on the follow, and he can't get it to go from a foot away, and there's a battle under the rim, and finally a foul call.
Yeah, I think nice drive by Danchi there, and as you said, Stokic is doing a great job for the London Lions. Got a lot in the tool bag. And I think he's definitely one player to watch for the future.
Certainly a lot of talent on this. Yeah, without question, there's certainly a lot of talent on this BA London Lions team. While Stokic at the line, Troy Cracknell leading all scorers with 23. He's backed up by Lewis Champion with 15. Finn Porter, I'd say, good impact today with 10. Kolovinskis has 17 for the London Lions, and he's backed up by Stokic with what will probably be 14 now. Stokic also has 5 rebounds to go to his name, so nice all-around game there. Here's Jordan Jackson in that short corner. And here's Cracknell, who'll go screen and roll. Don't quite get over that one, and Cracknell front rims it as Stokic chases in for the rebound. Tries to find it inside, it's knocked away by Jackson. It's Zach Powell on the drive. A lot of contact, nothing doing. And a little bit scrappy in this first kind of minute and a half of the fourth quarter. Wilkinson to Danchi. He'll dial his own number from the left wing. Nothing there, and it stays with the Reading Rockets.
Yeah, and I think they missed a trick there with a huge mismatch inside. And as we can see, Coach Veer just addressing that with his team.
Here is Jenkins as the in-house announcers try and get this crowd going. Give Rockets his final push in the last 8 minutes. There's that lob over the top again, and Porter inside with the right-handed dunk, and Finn Porter again. Yeah,
and for any young bigs watching, that's really great discipline by Finn Porter, who stayed behind the zone, stayed really deep, and was able to find the lane to the rim.
Jackson, who hasn't really caught the tempo of this game because of early foul trouble. That should have been a foul. I think is it a late call? Or is it going the other way? It's here. It's the right call. Yeah. A little bit late, but it stays with Finn Porter, who was hit on the arm on the rebound.
Yeah, I'm not sure they've called it against the right player, mind.
Called it on 11.
Yeah, which is Messiah Danchi's 4th.
Here's Jenkins, skip to Dixon. He's getting a good look at that one, and steady hand Ben Dixon will make the 3. Timeout for James Veer as the Rockets lead 81-68 with 7:35 to go. Ben, over to you.
Yeah, well, I think a good timeout from James Veer. The Rockets kind of just keeping that momentum going. They're looking a little better offensively. I think for the London Lions, offense has dried up a little bit. They're forcing it a little bit too much. So Coach Veer just pressing the reset button, organising the troops. And I think that, as we said before, very capable of a 6-8-0 run, and they're right back in this game.
Yeah, I was about to say, still very much touching distance here at 11, 7:35. Lots of time to go. As you say, it's only a couple of stops, a couple of back-to-back scores, and it's single digits. It looks interesting again, so plenty to go here. Just looking at leaders again. Still Cracknell and champion, 23 and 15 respectively for the Rockets. Kolovinskas and Stokic, 17 and 14 for the London Lions. Stokic has 9 rebounds to go with it now. He's really packing the stat sheet. Jordan Jackson with 7 rebounds. Troy Cracknell's got 6. Pinnock has 7 assists today. So Reece Pinnock leading all players with 7 assists.
Yeah, and that's really good to see. I think, as we said before, a much more balanced Reece Pinnock is really helpful for this Rockets team.
Big shout out to Finn Porter, who has 5 blocks today, and there's that guy Stokic again. No call.
Yeah, nice offense as well from the Lions.
James Veer often very good after timeouts. Pinnock trying to be that nuisance, and Nurizadeh impressed with the effort from Reece Pinnock, encouraging him to play full court. Yeah,
just as I said, he was Gami made a turnover there, so it was great to see immediate response from Pinnock, which I love.
Wilkinson through Una. Kolovinskas on the ball now. No look inside to Kem Una, and that's really nice from Nadas Kolovinskas, who's had an impressive game today.
Yeah, 2 good offensive possessions from the timeout from the London Lions, which is good to see for them.
Porter handoff of Dixon to the screen from Cracknell, and I don't believe that's an illegal screen. It's a heavy screen because Kem Una gets hit on it, but is it moving?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Not sure on that one. Definitely one for the viewers to have a look back at and see for themselves.
Forster to Wilkinson. Back to Forster into the high screen and roll. Beats Pinnock with a crossover. Kem Una pops this time and nearly gets the friendly roll off the back rim and backboard. Doesn't go. Here's Cracknell. He'll get himself inside, and foul will be called for 2 shots. Would have had an and 1.
Yeah, and I do like Troy Cracknell's aggressive nature and getting to the hoop. He has that, his pull-up game and his 3-point game. So I think he's a well, as we know, as we've seen so far, a very important player for the Rockets, and he's definitely one that needs to keep performing. And 23 points so far today is definitely helping that.
I wonder if Reading will look back at their early foul trouble as being the bit that's kind of disjointed them through the first kind of 3 quarters. Lots of foul trouble across the board, really. Or maybe not foul trouble, but lots of people on 3 or above fouls. It's quite a lot in a game.
Yeah, absolutely. And that could be late rotations, that could be fouling at the wrong time, etc. That could be just poor positioning.
Forster forces one. Una with a great rebound, and he's got Finn Porter hanging off him. Foul is on the rebound instead of on the shot. Kolovinskas to Stokic, he'll pull the 3. That one halfway down but comes out. Here's Jenkins into the front court for Reading. He'll try and turn the corner on Una, who just shepherds him out to that baseline, and Jenkins, who's struggled a little from the floor today, doesn't get that one to go.
Yeah, with Rockets now in the penalty, that's every foul will be 2 shots for this remaining 5 minutes and 44 seconds. So that could be a little lifeline for the London Lions.
13-point ball game, 83 to Reading Rockets, 70 to the London Lions. Have I been saying the wrong thing with BA London Lions?
Yes, I don't know. It's the truth.
The name is very fluid, changes frequently.
They're down as London Lions too, aren't they?
It's no fun to say London Lions too, though, is it?
No. BA London Lions, Barking. I think any name. I think Coach Veer won't mind. He'll give us that one.
I'd appreciate it if I just get that one. That'd be good. Here's Jenkins. Porter. Handoff with Champion. He'll get himself down the lane. Tries to hang and finish with the left. Lot of contact. No call. Here's Wilkinson. Forster. Defended well by Champion. Good hands, and for me there, I sort of wonder, just don't foul him. He's pivoted away from the rim. He's going the other way.
Yeah, and that's fouled him out. I'm actually not sure about the call. Maybe you saw it better than me, but it didn't look like he did too much wrong, really.
No,
and it was called from the
so.
official on the baseline, and the player was going away from the basket. So maybe a bit of a tough call. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like a lot of ball from Lewis Champion, but I just think in that instance, you know, to keep yourself in the game, to preserve yourself, extend your minutes. You know, if I'm pick and choosing the time to do that, that's probably not it. Una with the rebound. He's stripped by Cracknell, but it will stay with the London Lions on the baseline. Kurlevinskas inside, gets his own rebound and puts another one in. Powell, Jenkins and Round in the backcourt. Cracknell and Porter up front. Tries to throw inside, gets the rim. Kurlevinskas the other way. A lot of contact, but finishes again, and they're still in it. 5-point ball game, and there's that run you spoke about, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely, and you know, the Lions have kept going, defended better. Taken away some threats. I think it's a 7-point ball game. I think the score's just been corrected.
Excuse me.
But even still,
yeah, still single figures.
Yeah, the run is there, and you know, under 3 minutes, if you're in single digits, then you know both teams have a chance to win the game for sure. So I think Coach Veer will be quietly happy with that, and now look to see what he's got personnel-wise on the floor. Try to exploit some advantages and keep chipping away at this deficit, which has got smaller and smaller.
So, as I say, 4:49 to go. Excuse me for the slightly incorrect scores. I looked up, it said 78. It's been corrected, as Fish says. 83-76, 7-point ball game. And I think the Rockets need to be careful here. I wouldn't like them to think they're going to walk out with a win. It's a very competent team. You can almost have a feeling that they could have the rug pulled from under them quite easily if they don't knuckle down and play here. So
absolutely,
let's see if they can turn it around.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that that's something that's got to be a feature for the Rockets. They've got to be playing for 40 minutes and not take their foot off the gas at any time. And they certainly, even when they were 13 up, they were, you know, that's the time to really try to turn the screw. But credit to the Lions, they've stuck in it, and we've got a ball game on our hands here.
Thanks for everybody joining us on the live stream. You've got a good ball game ahead of you. Under 5, and it's a 7-point ball game. Round to Dixon. Looked inside for Porter, nothing doing. The zone of Lions still doing its job. Eyes it Round, hitting the face on the way to the rim. No call. Blows the left-handed layup, and Lions are out and running. Here's Una and Wilkinson. Wilkinson defended by Jenkins. late shot clock, down to 5. Need to see it, need to put a shot up. They managed to get it off. Back rims it. Great from Forster, and Una with the rebound and puts in 2, and it's now 5, as I said before.
It's like you knew. But what I was going to say there was, Kamouna just really good on the offensive glass, and this is where, like, I've remembered in prior games, at, the last 5 minutes of the game, he's made such a significant impact. So yeah, he's doing a good job and keeping his team right in this.
Yeah, as I say, he's been one of the guys, obviously over my kind of last 3-4 years of commentating, who's been this stalwart for the London Lions, and he gets better and better each year. Here's Jenkins into the front court. Cracknell will want the ball in his hands. He's guarded by Amico, and as I say, it's a good matchup, both offensively and defensively. Jenkins could do with one here, and he makes it. Big shot from Jahmai Jenkins.
Yeah, an important basket for the Rockets, number 4 there.
Una finds Forster, defended by Jenkins, and that will be a travel, and again, that's the right call.
And I will say the Rockets actually defended that possession really well. Dixon especially off the ball was excellent, and I think that's why he's on the floor.
Very good is Ben Dixon, both offensively and defensively, very fundamental and well grounded. And there's Jenkins inside, and one is back-to-back plays from Jeremiah Jenkins, and he struggled with foul trouble, but 2 massive plays here in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, and this was evident in, I think, one of the earlier games where in the 4th quarter he really came to play. And he's definitely got some stuff in his locker, but he does struggle to get going sometimes. So great to see him. Let's see if he can convert the 3-point play.
Jenkins to the line. Gets 3 the old-fashioned way. Lead back out to 11, as long as they don't change the scoreboard on me again.
I think you're right.
Thank goodness. 2 big plays could well just swing this one and help Rockets close out. Lions still have a chance though. Forced to go step back. That would do a lot to get them back in it. Nothing doing this time. Would have been a big 3 to make it. Back in the hands of Jenkins. Going to go screen and roll high with Porter. They'll re-screen it. Jenkins finds Cracknell against Danchi. Skip to Jenkins. This could be huge if it's another one. Way off this time. Finn Porter tries his best to save it and nearly goes through the DJ booth while he's at it. .2:30 to go. 89-78. Jenkins' pressure on Danchi is useful. Dixon in the passing lane should just get the ball down the wing, and Ben Dixon with a massive play again. And the Rockets, who went very flat 2 minutes ago, have come up with some seriously big plays to extend this lead.
Yeah, interesting, isn't it? Ben Dixon's not really one of the guys that's always talked about, but in this 4th quarter has done a great job defensively, has forced some plays, knocked down a 3 as well. And has really fulfilled his role well, so great job to him, and that's pushed the Rockets lead out to 13.
2:21 to go, 91-78, as Fish says. Out to 13. I feel like there's some sweets being dished out in the crowd.
Yeah,
I saw an eruption of hands and thought must be some sweets.
Not coming our way though.
Nah. Luckily, you've got a good friend who supplies you. Coach Veer here talking this over. What do you think his MO is now for the next kind of 30 seconds to a minute to try and get some quick scores and some stops?
Yeah, it's got to definitely be some quick scores for sure. And then I think, just extend a little bit. They've got a foul to give, so they can afford to do that. Just force the Rockets into some turnovers. And just sort of give them little goals, by the minute mark. Can they get to within 5, for example? But yeah, it's gonna take a big effort here from the Lions, that's for sure.
It's in with Danchi, guarded by Isaac Round. They're trying to free up Kolominskas, who's defended again off the ball really well by Ben Dixon. Danchi all the way down the middle, and there's that guy Kemuna on the offensive boards again. Bit of extended pressure in the hands of a very good ball handler of Jemai Jenkins. Turnover that they wanted, BA going the other way. Ahead to Amico, and he's fouled and can't make the layup, and he'll go to the line for 2. Rockets by 11, 1:44 to go.
Yeah. Once again out of the Coach Veer timeout. Positive, certainly the London Lions in the plus there. Getting a score, forcing the Rockets to turnover, and now arriving to the foul line. This could make it a 9-point game.
So here's Amico at the line. Misses the first. But makes the second, and it's a 10-point ball game. A bit of trapping pressure up the floor from London Lions, and shot clock or game clock issue, I think. Subs in, Reese Pinnock on the floor.
Some really positive minutes from Isaac Round today. I think he's done a really good job, fulfilled his role really well.
Yep, certainly been very steady. Shot when he needed to. Inbounds with Dixon, Pinnock, and then back in the hands of Jeremiah Jenkins. Screen and roll with Porter. Finds Cracknell, who should get a room in the baseline, goes step back, tries to get some contact, makes 2 anyway.
Tough shot from
Really
Troy
tough.
Cracknell.
Stokic down the lane, and Amico on the follow, just can't get that one to go. Would have been a highlight play. And Reading should be able to kill this one off now. Minute to go, up 12. Jeremiah Jenkins, a very good ball handler in this situation. Goes step back himself, that one's short. London Lions out and running. Stokic fouled, and he'll go to the line. As I say, down 12, 93-81. Just about done here today.
Yeah, been a great day of basketball here at the Valley.
How was the women's game?
Yeah, it was very low scoring, but the City of London Academy came away with a 49-41 win. But it was a really competitive game. Good advert for women's basketball.
Anyone on comms of you, or just you?
No, just me. So unfortunately, the viewers had my dulcet tones to listen to the whole time.
I bet it was great. Is it your first game doing solo comms?
Yes, first ever.
Hard work, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Never a big fan of it.
Can't spar off anybody.
I think solo comms versus snobbery, which is comms with no headphones, up there as being very difficult.
Yes.
Here's Jenkins, looking like the Harlem Globetrotters on the perimeter. Cracknell finds Dixon, he'll find the running left-hander, just lost the handle on the way in. Kicks to Forster, he makes the triple. That'll be a timeout. Is that 19? Yes, 19 seconds to go.
93-86.
So, very, very outside chance here.
Yeah, I think Coach Nurizade just wants to sort of control things, really, and doesn't want to take any risks here. So he had 2 timeouts, I think, remaining anyway. So probably worthwhile using one of those, advancing the ball so it's further away from the Rockets basket. And it looks like, as you say, the Rockets will see this one out. But, yeah, giving up the 3 there with not a lot of contest is a tricky one, that's for sure.
When you say tricky, you mean frustrating?
Yeah, it is. I think it is a bit frustrating. I think obviously the Lions are going to shoot the ball pretty quick and move the ball pretty quick, but that's certainly something that when you're conceding quite a few points, those are the areas you can definitely have a look at to sort of stem that flow.
Been a good game this, though. You wouldn't know this could well be a mid-table clash. You wouldn't know it's the bottom 2 teams in the league. Very high level. Both teams coached really well.
Yeah, and I think the other thing is that I have to give credit to the BA London Lions, because I think they've done a fantastic job, and they don't look like, you know, boys in a men's league, that's for sure. They really hold their own, and I think that's really impressive.
Absolutely. And the pressure, looking for a turnover. Jenkins scampers his way over half court, and that one will just do it, I think. Foul there with 6 to go. Down 7.
Yeah, I think it was fouled about 4 times there.
I think they didn't want to call it because I think they're seeing that the game's probably all but done. But there's another timeout. This is making bedtime slightly delayed on a Sunday night.
Yes,
yours,
indeed.
Yours especially.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a lot of viewing to catch up on from a very busy week. So Coronation Street, obviously, that's top of the agenda.
Big.
And the I'm a Celebrity final.
I think you might be home in time for the big game tonight, Spain-Germany.
Yeah, that is a big game.
Sure is.
Absolutely, and what a World Cup it's been so far.
Did the Costa Rica-Japan game end 1-0?
Yes, Costa Rica did in fact beat Japan after their 7-0 demolition against Spain.
Yeah, so now that group's very interesting.
It is.
Germany lose tonight.
They're going home.
They're home. See you later. Thanks for coming.
Absolutely.
Or can they... That's not strictly true, is it? Because then Japan has 3, Costa Rica has 3. Germany could get through the last game, but they need to win by a lot.
To be honest with you, I don't know the ins and outs. You've caught me out with 6 seconds left in this NBL Division 1 clash.
We've moved on to the World Cup.
Yeah.
With
Absolutely.
moments to go.
Yeah, well, there were so many timeouts. We
had to fill time.
We had to fill time, so the World Cup was definitely...
Definitely apologies. 3 timeouts in the last 90 seconds meant that we had to move on to the World Cup.
But get your winners in the comments. Who's going to win the World Cup?
My son, they did a sweepstake, and he drew Costa Rica and Brazil. Cracknell fouled inside, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, nice little action there from the Rockets, I have to say, to end the game.
5 on the seconds on the clock. No, 6. I can't really see.
5, yeah. 5 seconds, yeah. That's unfortunate. I also was in a sweepstake, and I have drawn South Korea and Croatia.
Did I say what my son's second team was?
No.
Brazil.
Okay.
He drew Costa Rica at 750 to 1 and Brazil at 4 to 1.
Gosh, we're now talking about odds.
I think they did it in school, just the odds to show the kids who might win for the kids who don't really know who might win. The prize on the line is a trip to the sweet shop with Mr. O'Reilly.
Incredible.
Cracknell extends the lead with the free throws. 3 on the clock. Danchi going to go to the rim. Skips and goes underneath, and that one is done. And the crowd comes to its feet here in the Valley. Rockets escape a 94-86 game with the London Lions, a tough one. Both teams competing, but they come out on top. Coach, what's your 30-second view on the BA London Lions?
Yeah, as I said throughout the game, I think they've done a really, really good job. I think it's really tough being a young team in the top English basketball league. But I really do think that James Veer, Piers Maslin and the crew will definitely pick up some wins across the season. And they play basketball the right way. And I think that's really important to say. So, hopefully they will pick up enough wins to stay in the division. As for the Rockets, probably made heavy weather of some situations, but they picked up their second consecutive win, and that will do wonders for their confidence going into a tough weekend next weekend when they travel to Loughborough in the league. Another very winnable game for them, and then Hemel in the 4th round of the National Cup.
Well, that leaves us to say farewell. It's been a great evening. Thanks for joining me again.
Yes. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. 2 commentaries, but the best one obviously with you.
Excellent numbers for you this weekend. Come and join us again on the next live stream. We'll be here, as will the stream team, and so will a lively Valley, and maybe some internet if we're lucky.
Always a bonus.
We will catch you next time. Thanks, Fish. See everyone soon.
Yeah, thank you.